Hi there, Jeffrey Rhoades from Experimental Homesteader, Exotic Gardening, and Sheri and Richerson.com. Please subscribe, hit that join button, join our membership. We had a visit. Did we actually have a visit from the foundation people, or did they just call?
No, they actually came out. He walked downstairs. He took a look. He said there was nothing he could do because it was wet, and that didn't amount to anything anyway. And when things dried up, I could recontact the company, and he left.
Okay.
And I don't know why, when they know there's a problem, it's my responsibility when he should have put in to have it rescheduled.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, I would think that he would have, said that.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. But it was basically the fact that the ground is wet, so the plate in the ground would just move. Right, more or less.
No, he
or is the
way
wall?
it sounded to me, if he tried to do anything, it was going to destroy everything. So I don't understand.
Okay.
I was just upset that I had to be here and wait.
And then
he didn't do anything when he could have just called this morning and said the ground's wet. We need to reschedule.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That would make sense to me, but what do I know?
Yeah, it would have made more sense to me as well. Save him a trip out here, save us.
Save the company some money.
Yeah, save you from having to just sit around waiting.
Yeah.
So, another one of those, fun situations that, could have been done differently, should have been done differently, wasn't. So, I deal with this at work a lot, so, yeah.
Can we put some people in charge that know what's going
on? Probably not, because the people that know what's going on tend to be the ones that find other jobs. But yeah, I had a situation yesterday where I was working on the floors. These are bottom pieces that I'm not really sure what they're used for, but there's some sort of bottom for cabinets. They're called floors, the ones that I deal with. So I'm thinking that they basically go at the bottom of a cabinet, against the floor or something to give it a little bit more spacing or something. I don't know. But I deal with basically two sizes, a 36 and a 24. Well, yesterday I put in an order, needed them to get down a pallet and bring me a pallet of the 36s. And they brought a pallet, big pallet. When the fork truck driver dropped it off, I'm thinking, okay, I'm set. I've got plenty. This is going to last me a couple of days. I'm good to go. Finished, working on the stuff that I was working on, doing the shelves and everything. Finally got over to the floors to process those. Looked at the paperwork on the pallet and realized that out of the 184 pieces that were on the pallet, I had 24 that were the 36s that I needed, which was not enough to finish yesterday's work. I was 12 of them short. So I finished up what I could, put it in another order for more of the floors of the 36s. Basically put in an order for like 80 of them so that they could, bring me enough that I could do my job. So they finally got, they were in receiving. They had to track down the pallet. Took them a while. They finally brought them to me. So I was able to take care of the 12 that I needed, get those to the loading dock, get everything finished up. Went back to doing my shelves, worked my way through the day, finished the shelves, went over to do the floors and the backs. Plenty of floors, plenty of the 36s, plenty of the 24s, no problems there. Was working through that. I got two sizes of backs that I do, a 42-42 and a base 48 drilled back. There were no base 48 drilled backs in the rack. So I had to put in a short order for 14 of the backs that I needed. And because of, getting to them late after flat stock had left for the day, it's going to be tomorrow morning before I possibly get those. So, basically almost everything else is done for tomorrow, but I'm missing those backs. So once again, when I go in tomorrow morning, there's a potential that I'll have them right away. There's a potential that I'm going to be waiting for a while. So we'll see what happens. But it's kind of, this is one of the issues that we've been encountering, of getting the supplies that we need when we need them. This is part of why they have lowered our build so that we're not using quite as many items, quite as many pieces, and possibly we can get ahead of the game on some of the materials. We can get enough in and get it stocked that we're not constantly running out of it. But so far, that's not really working. It's still early in the reduced build, but I'm getting kind of frustrated with not having the materials that I need to complete my job in a timely fashion. Because I try to work, I'm trying to stay a day ahead on everything, so that when something happens, I'm not scrambling last minute, to get stuff done. Or at least I'm not trying to do an entire day's worth of work, day of, which is I've done, and it's hard, trying to get all the shelves done the day that they ship out, getting them completed and to the cells, to the loading dock, so that they can be loaded in a timely fashion. It's tough to do. I've done it before. I've did not enjoy it, so I try to stay a day ahead, so that tomorrow morning when I go in, basically all the shelves are done. They're on their carts. I just wheel them over to the loading docks and get started on the next batch, which will be for the next day. And this way, first thing in the morning, the loading docks have all the shelves that they need for the day to be loaded onto the trucks. They're not standing around waiting or, scrambling at the last minute to load boxes of shelves onto the truck. And I did have a couple of shelves that I was short. A couple of shelves that had some damage that I put on my scrap cart and ordered new shelves. So basically once I get those, then I can finish that label. And I think I'm trying to remember whether I had I think it was 3 labels was all I was. So I think I was short like 3 shelves for 3 labels. That's all I'm short for the shelves. I've got 14 backs to do. That's all I'm short for the floors and the backs. So I'm actually in pretty good shape for tomorrow morning, to be able to finish everything, get it out, and get started on the next day's stuff. Labels for tomorrow didn't really seem too bad. A little annoyed that whoever's sorting my labels, separating out the mill items, is not doing a very good job. So when I'm sorting through, I'm having to pay a little closer attention to my labels to make sure that I'm not mixing in mill items that have to be cut down in with my regular labels, because it causes some issues when the picker, or my kidder goes to scan in and pick the items. Those items aren't found, and so they get voice shorted, which they're not actually short because they're going to be produced on a different cart that isn't active yet. So they wind up a lot of times being made twice, and that costs us in scrap dollars, because we're wasting product that could be used for something else. So I try my best to avoid that, and it's kind of tough once in a while when the person who is in the shipping office is not sorting the labels correctly. It slows my process down a little bit. But anyways, we're still working on cleaning up the yard. We still have a lot of storm debris scattered about, because I'm still working over at work. I'm not working as many hours, but I'm still working extra hours. I'm not having a chance to come home and break out the chainsaw and get some of this stuff cut into smaller pieces. So some of it is still sitting, larger branches, larger limbs that are just waiting. Sheri's doing what she can. She's been cleaning up a lot of the brush and the smaller branches, doing a great job of getting the yard cleaned back up and straightened up, and just clearing the brush to the curb, actually curbs, so that the city can come along with their crews and pick up everything, which is what they're working their way through the city trying to do. And we're hoping that they'll get out to us and gather up all of what we've set out there.
I'm in no hurry to see them. I would rather them just keep themselves in the city right now.
Okay.
And give me plenty of time
to
get all the goody stuff out to the curbs.
Well, yeah, I understand that. I'm just saying,
the city needs the help more than we do right now.
Okay. I kind of agree. I just, it will be nice if they gather up all of what we have out there.
Oh, they'll take it all as soon as they get here.
Okay, well.
But they know they're going to have multiple dump truck loads.
Yeah. So
we're going to be quite a little task for them.
Right. Well, here's something I'm wondering about. I know they just gathered stuff up last time, but do you think maybe they'll have a mulcher, a wood chipper along with them this time?
No.
No? Okay.
I don't know. I'm going to ask what they're doing with. They shut that operation down, per my understanding.
Yeah. I was just, they might be doing it this time around to get rid of most of this stuff. It was just a thought that we
if
could,
they do, I'm
if they
tell them to mulch it right out there, and I'll mulch it back up.
That's what I was thinking, was that they could just mulch right onto our yard, and we'll use the mulch. So that's a possibility, and could work out to our advantage. So, but anyways, I think that's going to do it for tonight.
Oh, you're not going to talk about how a certain someone wanted to talk about my bonbon eating?
No, I wasn't going to talk about that on the vlog.
Oh,
I'm
darn.
going to address
Okay.
that on Facebook. Okay?
Well, if you want all the drama, you just need to come
Well,
on over to my Facebook page.
yeah. Anyways, please subscribe. Give us thumbs up, thumbs down, comments below. And we will see everybody tomorrow. Stay safe out there.